Hey guys, welcome back. We are with Bayern Munich here. I have really tried with Bayern Munich, try to get the old Jupp Heynckes system that broke Pep Guardiola's by Barcelona. And the problem is you have to make it with Bayern Munich. It is not the same if you make the Jupp Heynckes style with Real Madrid or Barcelona. So I really tried with Bayern Munich. The thing here with the Bayern Munich guys is that this squad of Bayern Munich is very different from the squad Heynckes had for I think it was 5-6 years ago, and one of the reasons is you got many of the same players in Bayern Munich that played that time, but they don't have the same fitness when Jupp Heynckes was the coach. So if you go back to the Jupp Heynckes style, guys, it was normally Boateng and Dante behind here. Neuer, Alaba, I don't remember who was the right back, but of course it was Philipp Lahm. You had Martinez here, and you had Schweinsteiger, Kroos here, and I think Kroos was a little bit injured. Sometimes it was Kroos, other times it was Müller, but you understand when Kroos doesn't play and Müller played this role, it's not the same role, okay? So I'm coming back to that later. You had Mankusic up here. You had Robben and Ribéry at this size. The thing is that Robben and Ribéry is still in the club. Martinez is in the club. Boateng is in the club. Alaba is in the club. Neuer is in the club. And Müller is in the club. Kroos is not here. Schweinsteiger is not here anymore. And Lahm is not here anymore. And Dante is not here. I think when you see this formation, one of the main, don't look at the players, look at the roles they have. We are coming back to that later, but the main thing here was that you had 4 in the back, 1 goalkeeper. You had 4-2-3-1. That was his main playing style. And the thing was that he had Kroos here. Normally he wished to have Kroos here, and he had behind Kroos he had Schweinsteiger. So you have 2 playmakers in a way, but it was not that they always was playmakers. When Schweinsteiger and Kroos was here, it wasn't not like, for example, Kroos is a playmaker here and Schweinsteiger here. So if Kroos was marked out, you saw Schweinsteiger coming up with the ball, and then he was the playmaker. So it is about have the opponent lock them. So if they locked out Kroos, Schweinsteiger was the other player that took the ball forward. Behind, if you start with the structure from behind, Neuer was a sweeper goalkeeper, okay, and they had Boateng and Dante here that was playing on their physical style. So one of the things that Heynckes wanted is, I personally believe that Heynckes started with the gegenpress before Jurgen Klopp. So it was something a little bit like that. It was a physical team. They man marked in a way, but not as old school German style man mark. It was marking in the zone. So they marked the players in the zone, but it was the fitness of the players. For example, Dante and Boateng, their fitness, their man marking, their hard playing. So if the striker, for example, fell down here, you saw Boateng following him up down the field. So you use the pace of these 2 boys, you use their physique, their marking ability, and you had Neuer behind them, scrum that nothing came behind here. One of the things was they also didn't play that much offside trap, but they had the defensive line high up in the field, good marking, great pace for the central defenders, and also Neuer behind here. Then you had also behind here, you had Philipp Lahm and Alaba. They came in a way as a wave number 2. They also had good marking, good acceleration. They marked the player. They were aggressive. When they got the ball, passing forward fast and coming to the goal, coming front into the goal. So playing against them, it was like a train that hit you. They got the ball, they went forward. It was a little bit more. It was a little bit like, for example, you see Jurgen Klopp style, but a little more technique and a little more details, in my opinion. Jupp Heynckes style was the best version you can have of what, for example, Jurgen Klopp want to do in Liverpool. It was a great game, guys. Great style. Okay, anyway, In the middle here, you got used to have Martinez. Martinez was a player who can come behind the defenders, so the defenders could take the ball out of defense, as well as he can swipe around here. He had the pace to go around here. He was a pass player, but he didn't come up that much. He covered up in this zone, so he normally comes behind here as well, and he gives these center backs back up in a way in the defensive line. You then had Schweinsteiger here, and he could exchange roles with the Cross sometimes in the game, and as well as working defensively, he also came offensively. And up front, you had two inside forwards that we have in the Football Manager, and you had when Cross played, he was a playmaker, but when Müller played, he was more in a way in the terms of Football Manager, attacking midfielder in attack. And you had Mankutic up here that did more than score goals. He was extremely well. He was in a way target man in front of goal. You know, they came in with waves at wide and came crosses. They got the inside forwards inside the field. The fullbacks are around here and they pump in crosses, or they got into the central areas here where they came with waves with Robben, Ribéry, Kroos, Müller, and Mankutic. So they could attack both on the wide and in the middle. What they did here, so Müller, why I have chosen the roles I have chosen, guys. Neuer is a sweeper goalkeeper in attack, and you just remember, Ting goes very fast. So you use him in attack because he's good with the ball in the attack, and like real life, he can start attacks, and you want to win the ball and hit them fast with tempo. And as you can see, Hummel is away because I sold him, because to playing this kind of style, you can see here he can't play that style because his man marking is good, but his pace and acceleration is too slow. His aggression is low, so he wouldn't fit that kind of style. So I got Manolas from Roma here. As you can see, his aggression is well, his pace is okay, strength is good. He got he's fitting the team very well. Okay, he can play, and you have Boateng as a ball playing defender behind him. Alaba as a wing back in support. Cross more often and mark tighter. I don't want to use him as an attack because then it will be too much. He marks tighter, he crosses more often. You got Rafinha here, he's marking tighter. You got Manolas marking tighter there, and you also got Boateng marking tighter. You got Neuer, nothing specific we have here. You got Marquinhos. I also brought him in because, as we know, Martinez is still in the club, but you have to look at the pace of the players and acceleration. His acceleration on 8 is not good enough if you're going to play this kind of style, because it will go extremely fast out there. You know, the system need players who can keep up the pace. Sorry, guys. So his acceleration is much better than Martinez, as well as his positioning as well. He can also go play in defense. So if you want to, you can also use him in this role. And so yeah, you need him. So I bought him too. And you also, guys, have, for example, where are you, my friend? Bandashi should be playing here, but I'm coming into that later. Okay, in middle you got Marquinhos. Nothing special, guys. You use him as a halfback because halfback is the position he can come back here. He can read the game, and still, based on what we have asked the team to do, he will also be aggressive when it's needed. Tolisso, I'm using him because Bandeshi is injured, and Bandeshi is a perfect player on the wide because he got the acceleration, he got the work rate, and he got also very good flair and vision, so he can good long shots that you will be needing. He will be the old Robben at the left side. As the new Robben, should I say, or old Robben here, I've lost a little bit from his acceleration. His work rate is still well. He got the flair, so he should normally play better behind here maybe, and sometimes come here and play here. Okay. Anyway, you also got Tolisso. You can use him. Some will say he's a regista, he's a Roman playmaker, but using him as a Roman playmaker, you will have too many playmakers for this kind of style. He's a more moving play. He's filling the role here when he's needed, and he's coming up when he's needed. The good thing with Tolisso is he's got good acceleration, he got extremely good work rate, and he got off the ball movement and aggression that is really needed in this position. That's a little bit like Schweinsteiger, because when we get the crosses, he is there. He's coming in for the crosses because of his off the ball movement, and he got good long shots, he got good heading, and he got great physique. So if he lose the ball high up in the field, he can win it, he can go on and set in the gegenpress. But Thiago can also play in that role as well. Again, if needed, his off the ball movement is not that well. His positioning is, the other hand, better. And on the technical side, he's a better player. He lacks that physical part what Tolisso have, but in the other hand, he's not. His strength is missing. He's not missing stamina or work rate. So yeah, behind the strikers, you got Thiago. You ask him to more direct passes and mark tighter, and as a cross roll, because you need to, when you come here, when they came here at the last part of the field, it really went forward. It was a little bit like Germany you saw against Brazil in 2014 World Cup, wasn't it? When they come up here, they just open it up. And Robben, the old Robben, you have him inside forward in support, but you don't want him to. The reason I want him in support is because I want him to come more at this side of the field and not always this way. But I also want him still to shoot more often because it's Robben. You know, we are talking about the old Robben, and he's also getting forward in the field because we want him when he's here have the movement. When Cross, that is Thiago, this part, have the ball, he will have more movement. He will not be standing here. We want to see his movement here. And as well, also we have Mark tighter because they are pressing the gegenpress here. Muller, that is also Lewandowski, is doing extremely well. He shoots more often because when he gets the ball around here, he shoots the ball. Coleman at the left, he fits the system well. He's got great work rate. His acceleration is great, and as well, the technical part is extremely well. And you ask him also to mark tighter. I normally start the games with positive. I go over to attacking if it's needed, and you can see the team instructions, guys, is fairly narrow. Why? Because it's not the technical ability of the players that is unique here. Is more the system is like a machine. So you need them to don't have the players too far away from each other, because as well as a little bit of technical ability is away, because we are having a lot of marking, a lot of pressing, so the players can easily make mistakes out there. So we need to have the backup, and it's easier to make the press when we lose the ball. And we ask them pass into space because we want to have more movement. We want more passing in the direct way, forward, but not high balls in the back room, behind the room or here. We wanted to play out of defense. We want to play passing directness on standard, because if it's needed, they will lift the ball. If not needed, we will go short passing. But if you go too short, I think it will be because they can go both. You know, they used to go both, and the tempo is extremely high. You can sometimes go high, but because when they really went forward, as you remember, for example, against Bayern Munich, they really went forward. I will not take anything else here. I don't think it's needed. And you use counter press, you use counter, you distribute to the center backs, take short kicks, because that was what they normally did. And when they were out of possession, higher line of engagement, higher defensive line, and prevent short goal kicks, use tighter marking. Why do you use tighter marking here, as well as that we have given it to the players? Because normally we expect our players to be faster than the opponent's players, okay? So, and we have extremely urgent intensity in our pressing. So you are wondering, okay, how is the result have been so far? Of course, we have just started with it, and the results have been good. One of the results has been extremely good in the training match. We defeated Barcelona 6-1, and in the Bundesliga, or in Germany in general, we have only conceded one goal in all these games. Or let me say it this way: on the ordinary games, we have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. And we have only conceded 1 goal, and that's against Leverkusen here. We defeated Napoli 1-0 away. We defeated Spartak Moscow 3-0 here. And we have defeated Schalke, Leverkusen, Stuttgart with ease. I think we have also played against 3-back line. We have played against 4-back line. We have played against 4-4-2 here against Napoli. This was the hardest game, I think. They really had the ball a lot of time, but 12 shots, but it was not really danger. But you have to remember that I think that Bayern Munich team that we used to remember from the time Bayern Munich played, you have to remember that, guys, that Bayern Munich team was in the Champions League. It could counter the oppositions, and in the Bundesliga they could outplay them easily. So yeah, I hope, guys, this was I don't think I got any more to say. And yeah, if you want to play this system, it's all about having the right, you need the right physical abilities, and also you need the technical abilities. You need pacey players. So good luck, guys, if you try it. Anyway, I know this video it should have come a lot faster than the event. I promised you to come at I think last month, but I really wanted to do work, and I think this is really working. When you see the gameplay, is like Bayern Munich, they win the ball and they're bombing the opponent up front there. And you can also see it here, for example, playing against Spartak Moscow, 27 shots, 14 on goal. You don't got the ball that much all the time. And the same thing with Augsburg here. You got the ball a little bit more. 0 shots on target against you. So you're really, yeah, the team is getting better and better from week to week. Anyway, guys, good luck if you try it. If not, I will try to make a better movie if you want to. Anyway, guys, hit the like button if you like it. So thank you very much, guys.